your thing, yeah. Do your thing, do your thing, yeah. Do your thing, do your thing, do your thing, yeah. Do your thing, do your thing, yeah. Do your thing, do your thing, yeah. Do your thing, do your thing, do your thing.
Everyone, it is Christina Marie, the Smart Girl. I'm the founder of SMARTGirl LLC, and you are here on Empire Africa 1. And today's topic is fixed mindset versus growth mindset. I just want to say happy Tuesday, you guys. We are 2 days away from Thanksgiving. How many of you guys are ready for some turkey and some ham? I know that I am. If you hungry, let me know. No, I'm just playing. But yes, today we're going to be talking about fixed mindset versus growth mindset. And this is a really important topic to me because I feel like a lot of people are in that fixed mindset mode. And just know, I know, like I said, Thanksgiving is 2 days away, and I know a lot of people get a little bit like, I heard, on the news, people were talking about how, some people are kind of like, they get into this sad blues mode. Like, I don't, people that are, missing out on people that their family members, so if you don't have family gatherings, I heard you do a Friendsgiving. You guys heard about that Friendsgiving. So your friends get together and have a Thanksgiving. So if you have some friends out there, instead of having a family Thanksgiving, go get you some friends. Or if you have friends already, gather up, do a Friendsgiving, and get together and just, love each other, love on one another, eat all the food you can eat, have some fun, just enjoy your day, life, and get full. That's all I say, get full, okay? So let's jump right in, you guys. Fixed mindset versus growth mindset. Fixed mindset is believe in the basic abilities of your intelligence, your talents, your gifts. So you're only believing in your basic abilities and your talents or your gifts. And then growth mindset, it creates a love of learning and a resilience that is essential for great accomplishment. Let me say that one more time. It creates a love of learning and a resilience that is essential for great accomplishment. And so I'm going to go into number one on a fixed mindset. See, fixed mindset, you guys, is why this topic is so important to me, because like I said, a lot of people have fixed mindsets. And when I say fixed mindset, I'm talking about people that, you wake up with like, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. Or I'm not going to do it. And sometimes, with that kind of mindset, you're not growing or learning, and a growth mindset is always about learning and growing, regardless of the fact you're not saying, I know it all. So let's just go into number one, what a fixed mindset is. And let's look into what a growth mindset is. A fixed mindset. Number one, it says either I'm good at something or I'm not. That's a fixed mindset. Either I'm good at something or I'm not. That statement is a limited thinking. So just look at it as like a limited thinking. Are you limiting yourself to your thinking? Try to think about like, why am I limiting my thinking, my abilities? Why am I saying this to myself? Most fixed mindset affirmations is based on fear. Did you guys know that? Isn't that? Now, let me say that again. Most fixed mindset affirmations are based on fear. I don't know if you guys been watching my other podcast, but if you have, fear is what? False evidence appearing real. And, a lot of people are you're fearful of something. You're fearful of what it might become or, what it is. And so we got to understand, like, we have to look ourselves in the mirror and be like, let's overcome those barriers. Let's overcome that, our belief system that we have been programmed as a young child. What are some things that you've been programmed as a young child? There's things that we have to unlearn. To be reprogrammed and relearn things in a proper way. Sometimes we have to unlearn things in order to relearn. And so, and I'm going to say a growth mindset for that statement. So remember, fixed mindset is either I'm good at something or I'm not. So the fixed mindset would say, if I'm not good at something, I can always become better at it through practice. I can always become better at it through practice. See, the growth mindset is thinking in a positive way. Okay, I messed up. Maybe I messed up. Maybe, I did it wrong the first time, but I'm going to get better the next time. That's a growth mindset of us. Instead of saying just like, I messed up, it's over with, I can't even fix it no more, it's a wrap. You have to know that growth mindset is everything. People that are successful have a growth mindset, and people that are not successful have a fixed mindset. So you got to learn to change your mind, your mindset, and just know how to change that. Number 2 is, I can't learn now. It's too late. Like what? That's a fixed mindset. I can't learn now. It's too late. Now, what would you say a growth mindset would be like? It's not too late. I can still learn. It's not too late. I can still learn. And so it's like, some people are always like, well, I can't do it. I don't want to learn from this. You have to switch your mindset up and knowing that you can do it. Number 3 is, there's no point in trying if I'm going to fail. This may be true because you might fail at whatever it is that what you're fearful of. You're like, I'm fearful of failing. I'm fearful of messing up. But you have to remember, fail forward. They call it fail forward, because the more chances you take on messing up, the more you'll learn how to do it better the next time, the next time, and the next time. So never give up on that point. It's all about you fall a few times, you're dealing with the face of fear, but you got to get right back up and keep doing it again. So number 4 is, I take feedback as a personal attack. Have you guys heard that? I take feedback as a personal attack. Who takes feedback as a personal attack? Sometimes feedback is good, and understand that some people don't know how to constructively criticize. Sometimes people's criticism can be very rude and very mean and cruel. But we got to understand that, like, when somebody's giving you constructive criticism and they are doing it in a positive way, that it's not negative. Maybe they're giving you constructive criticism in a positive way where you can improve yourself on being better the next time. So don't feel like it's an attack on you. Don't feel like it's a personal attack. Just know that, like, okay, this is constructive criticism. Like, sometimes it might be at your job, or it could be your spouse or your kid. They could, say something to you where they're like, you could do that a little bit better. And the way they might say it might come off wrong, but maybe they're trying to improve you. Like, so they're like, let me help improve what you're doing wrong. Maybe you're doing this wrong. So let me help you out a little bit. So that's number 4. So in the positive way that you can come back from that. So I take feedback as a personal attack. That's the fixed mindset. The growth mindset would say, I can find value in every bit of feedback I receive. I can find value in every bit of feedback I receive. Value. You can find value. That's amazing, you guys. Seriously. Number 5 is, I always struggle with this or that. I always struggle. Who says that? Do you say that sometimes, where you're just like, I always struggle with this or that, or, what do you struggle with? And do you say it out your mouth? And if you have been watching my podcast, remember we were talking about manifestation, and what you speak out your mouth becomes reality. So be careful about what you speak out your mouth. Make sure that when you're speaking out your mouth, it's positivity. It's all about growth. It's nothing negative. So if you don't want negativity coming into your life, don't speak it out your mouth. You have to protect what you speak out into the universe. The universe hears you, and when the universe hears you, that all comes back. So be careful what you say out your mouth. Make sure you're speaking growth out your mouth. Make sure it's positive. Make sure it's uplifting. Remember, high vibration. So the fixed mindset is, I always struggle with it, right? But the growth mindset is, I can always do better at something if I want to, but it will take effort. See that? It will take effort, but you're saying, like, it's something so I can always do better at something if I want to, but it will take effort. I can always do better. I can. You hear that? I can, I am, I can. The fixed mindset is always, I can't, I won't, I don't want to. You have this already in your mindset that I can't. And remember, you guys, what you think is what you feel. So your thoughts become feelings, and your feelings become actions. So remember that your thoughts becomes feelings, your feelings become actions. So that's why we have to reprogram our mind sometimes. And our mind is a muscle. You got to understand that our mind is a muscle. So we got to also understand that, like, we have to, do you know how we exercise our body? We get on that treadmill. Okay, if you just say you got on that treadmill once a week, or maybe even once a month, you didn't do it often, you just did it like periodically, but not all the time. Well, you're only gonna get that periodically, like, exercise. Your body's not gonna always feel it. You got muscle. Remember, you got muscle memory in your body. So you got to understand that with your mind too. You have to, work your body out, at least 3-4 times a week, or almost every day, to get that feeling of, like, good rejuvenation and movement in your body. But also you got to think about that with your mindset as well. Our mind and our mind is our muscle that we need to repeatedly exercise as well. Repeatedly. Okay, let's get into number 6, you guys. It says the fixed mindset would say, I feel threatened, intimidated by the success of others. Have you ever felt intimidated or intimidated or like threatened by somebody else that has been successful? Don't be. A positive and growth mindset of somebody that is positive and that is always looking forward something positive, they'll look at somebody that's been successful and be like, well, how did they do it? They're not going to hate on them. Haters going to hate. Haters going to be like, oh my God, look at her girl over there. She's all successful and stuff. But a person that's positive and that's about growth, they're going to be like, how did she do it? You know what? Girl, I am so proud of you. Clap for your girls. Clap for the people that are making it. Clap for the people that are successful. Clap for the people. Be happy for them. Be happy for them in their moment. That's real, genuine growth right there. That's personal growth. That's positivity. That's high vibration. So understand that. And you don't want to feel threatened by other people. You want to feel enlightened. Go learn from them. Ask them questions. Like I said, you can't be an eagle and hang out with, the chickens. You want to fly like that eagle. You can't hang out with the chickens. You gotta go talk to the eagles. You want to be a millionaire. Go hang out with the millionaires. You can't be around 5 broke people and expect to be a millionaire. You're gonna be the 6th broke person. Okay. So think about that. Think about that in your mind. So it says that was the fixed mindset. So the fixed mindset is, I feel threatened, intimidated by the success of others. So the growth mindset would say, if anything, it's something we should be celebrating. So an average everyday people, they know they wanted it. They weren't willing to stop until they got it. So understand that the positive growth mindset, they were willing to go get it. They were not going to let nothing stop them from going to get whatever they wanted. So just know that when you have a positive mindset, you're all about growth. You're willing to learn. Fixed mindsets, they're not willing to learn anything. They're just stuck on, I already know what I know. I know what I know, and you can't tell me anything else. I know what I know, and I know what I know is right. Right? You got that attitude like, you can't tell me nothing. But a growth mindset is like, I'm willing to learn. Here's a book. If somebody handed you a book, read this book. This is something that can help you out. Are you going to read it, or are you going to be like, no, I already know I already know that stuff. I already know it. So forget about it. So you got to be open-minded to what is available to you. Don't always be closed-minded. Closed-minded people don't get nowhere. Closed-minded people do not get anywhere. But an open-minded person, you're going to get someplace because you're open to learning new things. And we don't know everything. I learn something new every day. I don't know about you, but I learn something new every single day. And so another growth mindset is when I see, this is a growth mindset is when I see others succeed, it makes me think I can too. You see what I'm saying? So the fixed mindset was, I feel threatened, intimidated by the success of others. And the growth mindset was, when I see others succeed, it makes me think I can too. How powerful is that? How powerful is that? When I see people succeed, I think I can too. Isn't that dope? That's dope to me. I think that's dope to me because like when I see successful people, I love it. I still encourage them. I root them on. It's all about like just surrounding yourself with those type of people and that energy. Remember that high vibration? Is your vibration this low or is your vibration this high? You got to know where your vibration is. What kind of energy are you bringing into the universe every day? And number 7 is, I can't make this any better. It is what it is. That's a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset is, I can't make it any better. It is what it is. Who says that? It is what it is. I can't make it any better. Yes, you can. You can make it better, but you gotta think differently. Your mind is a muscle. You gotta think differently, honey. You gotta think differently. You cannot think the same. So the growth mindset quote would be, the growth mindset means always looking for ways to improve. How could I make things even better? How could you make things even better? Like, so if you're running a business, or say you're at a job and you're like, oh, I can't do this. I'm just so irritated. Or how am I supposed to run this business? I can't do this. I can't do that. Like, that's a fixed mindset. But if you're like, how can I do it better? How can I be better next week? How can I apply myself better today? What can I do better than I did what I did yesterday? So you got to look yourself in the mirror and just understand, like, okay, what can I do better? So number 8 is, this is a fixed mindset. My current abilities are the measure of my outcome. Fixed intelligence. Do you want fixed intelligence or growth intelligence? You got to ask yourself that. Do you want fixed intelligence or growth intelligence? Where do you want to be in 2020? Remember, your vision is 2020. Where do you want to be in 2020? Do you want to have a fixed mindset or do you want to have a growth mindset? What are you doing daily? What habits are you doing daily to change your outcome of your future? What habits are you doing daily to change your outcome for the future? So you got to understand, like, your daily habits, your daily routine is what's going to be success for your 2020. So your brain, like I said, your brain is like a muscle. The mind needs exercise to stay vigorous and functional. So growth mindset alternative is, my determination and effort are the measures of my outcome. So I'm going to say that again. My determination and effort are the measures of my outcome. Number 9, I already know everything I need to know. That's a fixed mindset. Who says that? I already know what I already need to know. I know it. I know it already. Leave me alone. I know it already. Who does that? Who does that? If you do that, raise your hand. Comment below if you say that already. I know it already. I already know. I already know. But maybe you don't, because that's a dangerous assumption. That could be a dangerous assumption. Sometimes you got to sit back. You know what we got to do sometimes? Fall back. Fall back. Sometimes we need to fall back and listen. I think some people are so quick to, I know everything. But sometimes we got to fall back and just listen, hear people out. Maybe they got something new to tell you. Maybe you can learn something new from somebody else. You just never know. You don't want to stop growing. So it's dangerous to assume, and assuming is what? Making an ass out of you and me. Let's keep it real. Assuming means making an ass out of you and me. Let's not assume, okay? It stops you from growing. Let's not do that. So no matter how smart we may be, or we think we may be, we always have something new to learn. Did you hear that, you guys? No matter how smart we may be or think we may be, we always have something new to learn. So remember that. We always got something new to learn, because, 2020 is going to teach us a lot of things too. So stay tuned for that, okay? Especially, you guys, hey, Thanksgiving is around the corner. There may be a new dish you haven't tried. You might learn and taste something new too, okay? With the growth mindset, it says, I enjoy learning and growing, and learning is a lifetime pursuit for me. Number 10. This is number 10, y'all. This is 10. This is it. This is it right here. I hope you guys are writing this down. Leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts on these 10 things that I'm giving you about fixed mindset versus growth mindset. How do you guys feel about fixed mindset versus growth mindset? Number 10, I've always been told that I can't. I've always been told that I can't. How many of you been told that you can't? Who told you that you can't? Ever since you was a little girl, a little boy, did somebody tell you you can't do this, you can't do that, you're not going to be able to be this, you're not going to be able to be that? You know, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of negative Nancys, there's a lot of naysayers, there's a lot of haters. You got to point them out and be like, look, bro, look, sis, I can do it, I will do it. And don't even talk about it. Hey, sometimes the less words. Don't say less. What they say less. Do more. You know, so putting forward that action and just being like, look, I'm just going to come through with the action. I ain't going to worry about what people are saying. I'm just going to do it. So say less, do more. I'm telling you, that's the way to succeed. And so, so the fixed mindset is I've always been told that I can't. Hearing that over and over again, it's something else. But let's figure out what we can do to work that into a positive growth mindset. So what is something that you can do for a growth mindset? Just understand that someone else's opinion of you doesn't need to become your reality. Okay? And that's number 10, you guys. Someone's opinion of you does not need to become your reality. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Les Brown. Les Brown is amazing. He's a motivational speaker and he's awesome. But go check him out on YouTube. Go check him out. He's awesome. Les Brown. He will tell you what it is and he will let you know. And like I said, don't always believe that someone else's opinion, that it's becoming a reality of you. Just know who you are. Be you. You know, be you. Who were we just listening to? Ashley Dubose. We're listening to Ashley Dubose today, and she has a song called "Be You," and we're also listening to another song. It was just telling you, just like, you know, love yourself, love your swag, do you, like, just be you. You know, you don't have to be like anybody else but yourself, and just love yourself, and continue to keep that positive attitude no matter what negativity comes your way, and remind yourself that you need to be in a growth environment. You know, sometimes we're not always in a growth environment and we need to switch that up. And sometimes we need to reprogram our mind. And sometimes we need to exercise our muscles in our mind. And sometimes we need to help, like, figure out, what are you watching on TV? What are you listening to? What do you put in front of you? Because whatever we put in front of us affects us on a daily. So are you putting positive influencers in front of you? Are you putting books in front of you? Are you reading something positive? Are you watching something positive? Are you listening to something positive? So that's a muscle memory, a muscle exercise that you can do for your brain every single day. Think about what you're doing. Is it positive? And ask yourself that every day that you're doing that. And that'll help you. So no one know my potential, but I must discover it for myself, independent from outside opinion and influence. That is a growth mindset, you guys. And I'm just going to end it right there. So we got 10 of those right there, you guys. I hope you guys love that. I'm going to end it with that. And I really hope that all of you have learned something from this fixed mindset versus growth mindset. And I'm not going to end right there because I have something else to let you guys know. Today, I did wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning this morning. We just heard that Changing Faces, barbers, I work there. I also do hair on the side, if you guys didn't know. The barbershop basically, it caught on fire. Electrical wires caught on fire. So the barbershop is down right now. And we are doing a GoFundMe for all the barbers that are out this week. And it's unfortunate, but you know, we want to like make sure that we are giving back to our community and helping these barbers out, because they have been a huge part of our community and doing so much for us. And I just want to give them a shout out. Changing Faces, give them a shout out. Changing Faces Barbers. And you know, Lawrence Searcy, he's the you know, he's the founder of Changing Faces, a master barber, and all the barbers that are in there. And I just want to let you guys know that like we do have a GoFundMe for them, so check it out on Empire Africa, also the SMARTGirl LLC page. It is GoFundMe.com, a Change in Faces Barbers. So definitely check that out. Donate as much as you can, you guys. Help out where you can, because like I said, these barbers, they do everything they can out here in the community for our youth. They're mentors. They, you know, they mentor in their chair. They're like cutting and talking to these young men, telling them positive things that they can do. You know, stop the young boys from fighting. They, you know, try to put positivity out there. So, you know, support them. You know, your support goes a long way. It does help them a lot. And just make sure you do check that out. The link will be low in the comments, so definitely check in the comments below. And I just hope you guys have a great week. Stay positive, you guys. Like I said, don't have that fixed mindset. Have that growth mindset. I love all you guys, and I hope you have a great week. A happy Thanksgiving. Like I said, Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving. I hope you guys have a great week. And I'm going to end with that. Love you guys. Bye.
Do your thing, yeah. Do your thing, got your own.